Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's energy update. We have a really interesting week with some really beautiful themes that are coming in to help us once more harmonize life and get us on this forward momentum, which a lot of times means doing that inner work, doing the healing that's required. We also are coming into this pre-shadow phase of Mercury retrograde, so this shadow period right before it starts. So you might be also noticing some themes of ungroundedness, feeling some insecurities come up, where we're not feeling stable in our foundations, where there's still some healing work to be done. So know this week, if these things start coming up, some healing that needs to be done, some recognition of some old wounds or repeat cycles and patterns, that this is very much on par with the energetics of this week and moving forward. So if you've been getting a few little downloads, if you've been getting a little bit irritated, more frustrated, feeling a little bit of this feeling up of overwhelm, they're kind of showing me that, like someone just kind of being like, oh my God, this is a lot. Where did all this come from? No, you're not alone in this, and that this is very much in sync with what is going on with the planetary alignments and the energetics this week. But what's really beautiful is we have this beautiful numerology number 2 for this week, which is all about harmony. And 2s, typically, if you're into numerology, the number 2 really is significant for that compassionate caregiver, the one that wants harmony. I would associate the number 2 very much with the Libra sign of the zodiac. So needing that balance, needing that synchronicity. And so we're going to see a lot of this flush through this week as well in these themes of where we're not feeling balanced, where we're not feeling harmonized in life. And this is really coming through specifically in our relationships. So this week also be very mindful what relationships are needing healing, where are we needing to bring through this energy of peace that we've been learning to implement more fully in ourselves and anchor into our lives. And where does this now need to trickle into themes of our past, our current selves, and what is happening in our reality, and then moving forward to our future, how we want to move forward and progress in these themes of harmonization and peace. So this is what we're going to be talking about this week. So let's dive into it channeled. So we have difficult choices, life-altering decisions, and letting life go its own way. Releasing the need to fight it or control it. Can you allow yourself to see everything is always happening for your highest good? Revamping your life to suit you and your new belief systems, allowing space for growth and harmony. You deserve to now live life on your terms. What will make you most free? If you had a magic wand and could create a new life, what would you create for yourself? Start now. Get in the habit of using the resources available to you to pave a new path, a new life of joy, a new life that actually serves you. Releasing the drudgery, the solitude, the revenge that you believe will give you peace, or anything else that stands in your way of fulfillment. Start fresh. Don't be afraid to slow down and take time before proceeding so you can become very intentional in what you are creating. Take the pressure off and just live in love. But when steps are revealed, take them without delay or hesitation. Put both feet in and claim your abundance. But it is important for you to do so now. Love must lead the way. So how can you let love lead? And how can you let it lead in your relationships? All right, so let's pause there. So we have this huge theme this week of coming to this contemplation time. So they're really highlighting meditation, slowing down, taking time You might even be noticing how people are getting sick right now, being forced to stop, being forced to slow down by life and life circumstances. And it is very much to help us come back to ourselves, come back to our inner truths, and to start recognizing what we really need to do now. And a lot of us are needing to make these decisions. So they're showing me someone teetering back and forth, back and forth. Should I, shouldn't I, shouldn't I, should I, right? And some of us are going to be facing these very life-altering decisions, and it feels like it's in work, in jobs, in career. We have this big dominating theme of relationships this week, so maybe it's like a make it or break in our relationships. What do we want to do? And this week we're being called to discover that clarity and get deep within ourselves and deep within our hearts and go, okay, what is my truth? What is it I really, really want? And so I'm hearing today or this week to take time, okay? We need to release the fight. So they're really showing me once again that we're resisting the truth. We're resisting our inner truths because a lot of us are scared of that answer. A lot of us are afraid of what we really deeply want. And so some of us need to come to this clarity. Some of us need to come to this realization this week that, oh, where am I avoiding slowing down? Where am I avoiding doing the inner work? Because I'm afraid to see what the answer truly is. And a lot of us know what the answer is deep down. A lot of us understand, hey, this is actually what's going to be best for us. So they're really kind of giving me this awareness this week that we might come to realizations that might not feel good, in the sense of like, well, dang, I guess this is what I have to do. And it might be hard to come to that conclusion. It might be hard to admit that truth to ourselves and go, okay, I do need to make this change and I do need to take this action. And they're once again really reinforcing, please take your time. There is no rush. This is the time to really be sure and to really dig deeply and really get to know yourself and your truth. But allowing this to not hold you back. So trusting the flow, trusting life, and trusting that if this is what's truly best for you and an alignment for you in your truth and your soul, then to take those actions and to not stress about it in the meantime. So they're showing me someone who's stressing and worrying about this choice perhaps, and they're coming in like, whoa, like the clarity is going to come when it's supposed to as well. So please know, if you're not getting your answers right away, take your time. Clearly there's something that we need to work through first, that needs to shift first. And remember that this is the most loving thing for you. The universe, your guides, are not going to give you information until you're ready for it. And so we have to trust that this is what is actually most loving for you. If you don't have the situation under control now, if you don't get the clarity now, trust it's for a reason. Okay, but what's really cool is they're really helping us take this empowered role. So even if there's things that we know we need to get settled or matters worked out, we are the ones who are building life now to suit ourselves. And that means we get to be our own best friends through this journey. We get to stand up for ourselves. We get to take the hand of our little selves, our child selves, and go, okay, come on, even though it's scary, we got this. And we get to live life and enjoy every minute despite what's going on around me, or despite what's shifting, and despite the change that's uncomfortable. So I love how they're really putting us in this empowered space where it's like, okay, how can you see everything is working for my highest good? Right? Can we take that approach? Can we take that approach to life and go, okay, even if I'm in this transformation, going through dramatic change, because they were bringing up like difficult choices and life-altering decisions, so this might feel like a lot of pressure. But how can you remove that pressure and just allow yourself to see everything's working out for me? And if you need to, say that as an affirmation this week. Everything is working in my favor. Everything is working out for me. Everything is for my highest good. right? So revamp your life to suit you and your new belief systems, allowing space for growth and harmony. You deserve to now live your life on your terms. And I love how they're giving us these questions like, what's going to make you the most free? And if you had a magic wand and could create a new life, what would you create for yourself? Like, these are the things that we need to go into. They want us to delve into the realms of possibility this week. So take time out. What in life am I dissatisfied with? What in life is bothering me? What is on my mind, on my heart? And if I could just wave a magic wand, what would I do to make a change? What would shift? And this is going to really help us actually playfully discover our answers without this drudgery, without this like doom and gloom approach. Like, oh my God, that means I have to make big change. It's more like, oh, this is exciting because I'm actually seeing this is what I want and I'm going to move in this direction, right? So they're almost kind of going, if you are this analytical person and you're someone who just needs to have, pen to paper, so to speak, and see the pros and cons. If you are that type of individual, they're saying write out a list of your non-negotiables for your new life and go into them and go, okay, in my relationships, what are my non-negotiables? In my career, what are my non-negotiables? In, my health, what are my non-negotiables? Like, look at every corner of your life and make a detailed list. Like, what are things you're not willing to compromise on anymore? And what changes do you now need to make sure you're meeting these non-negotiables and these new standards that you have for your life? So this is going to help boost this new foundation that we are creating for ourselves and to build upon it. Because once again, they're showing me someone slipping back into their old ways, into their old fears, and letting that take over. So be very mindful of self-sabotage, be very mindful of old patterns and tendencies coming back and going, oh, no. you have to stay in this fear-based space. No. You are going to say no to those patterns. You are going to take your own hand and go, let's move on. This is not healthy for me. This is a non-negotiable for me. I've gotten the clarity I need, so that means we're moving on. So they're really saying, like, no matter what is happening in our worlds, in our life, we have the power to take back our power from that situation, from life, whatever, and allow ourselves to move forward. So get in that driver's seat, and they're really saying, like, start now, like, go into those realms of possibilities, go into your best life possible, because that's possible. Okay? Where do we have beliefs that say it's not, right? So they're saying start now, get in the habit of using your resources available to you to pave a new path and a new life of joy. So the other thing I want to mention here, and what was coming through here as well, was what resources do you have available now? Some of us are looking at that with a lack mindset where we're going, well, I don't have the resources to move on. I can't move on because I don't have the support, or right? And then I just heard now, what excuses are you making to not move on? Where do you need to get yourself unstuck? So once again, take the leadership role. What are the actions I need to take and know I need to take intuitively to really make the situation what I need it to be? So once more, what resources do you have? What is accessible to you? What can you do? What shifts can you take? So they're showing me someone being in this fear and frozen state where it's like, well, I have no choices. I have nothing available. I can't. Those are your old fears talking. This is self-doubt trying to sabotage your path and what is actually possible for you. So this is where you need to leave this behind for good. Leave behind the self-doubt, the voices that say you can't. You are a powerful being. You can create whatever reality you put your mind to. So allow yourself, even just for a few hours, to go, okay, say I could do this. Say I could, right? And start playing with those things, because this helps the body and the mind feel safe to do that. And for some of you who are really stuck in that frozen fear state, you might need to do some physical releases. So they're really showing like fascial release. They're showing somatic movement, yoga, a good workout, things that get you out of your mind and that mental energy and nervous energy and back into the body in a more grounded space for you to really listen to your intuition and to really take the forward steps you need to take. So what we need to think about is this positivity and maintaining our faith. A new life, building a new life that actually serves you. So once again, some contemplation time is needed and releasing the need to have this drudgery and solitude. I thought that was interesting. And then once more, the revenge that you believe will give you peace. That was really interesting. So once more, some of us feel like we're not going to be able to live a good, fulfilling life unless karma has taken its toll. And they're kind of showing me that some individuals are still stuck in this cycle of like, I'll never find peace because I was hurt so badly. And this breaks my heart because a lot of us feel that. And we can see that playing out on a world stage as well. And so wherever you're seeing this occur, excuse me, wherever you are finding this come up in your life where you're like, well, karma needs to be served, or man, I sure hope that person gets what's coming to them. Notice that and don't judge it. Just bring awareness to it and go, oh, okay, if this is coming up, where is there still hurt within me? Where is there still hurt masked as anger? And where is it that I'm feeling I need revenge before I can have my peace, right? So they're really showing me that is going to maybe play out this week, especially because we're in this harmonization energy. Wherever we're not feeling peaceful or not wanting or willing to make peace is going to be addressed. So please be aware of that as well. But know that you can claim your own fulfillment this week. You can claim your own peace no matter where you are. So what I was really getting is like, where are you letting other people or situations, whatever this might be, right? It might not be just relationships, in your career, in your health, wherever you're feeling resentment or anger or frustration, where are you giving that power? And where do you need to take that power back? Okay, because no matter what, I will say again, is going on, you can live a fulfilling life, okay? You can make the changes. You can clear what it is you're hurting and feel what you need to feel to release this and move on, okay? So once again, take the pressure off. There's lots that we might feel we need to do this week to really come to this healing and inner work, but take the pressure off. I love this because they're like, just live in love. In the meantime, just live in love. Let things come up as they're supposed to and let life be life, okay? But when steps are revealed, take them without delay. I love that. So once again, we're going to be getting clarity. It might trickle in. They're kind of showing me like a slow trickle. So we might not get like immediate downloads. Some of us might, but for others, it might just be like this little gradual trickle where it's like, oh, throughout this week, we might start getting that. And we might be coming to this awareness of like, oh, okay, this is the next step. This is the little step I need to take today. So I'm going to take it. So they're really just saying like, when these things happen and when we do get these inspirations and downloads, take the steps, okay? Don't hesitate, don't delay, don't let fear freeze you. You're taking control, okay? So it's important you take these steps because love must lead the way forward. So they're also going to they're showing me right now, the battle between fear-based decisions and love-based decisions. And once more, be very mindful with these decisions that you are making them in a space of groundedness and in a space of integrity, and most important of all, real love for yourself, unconditional love for yourself, not decisions that are based in fear, not decisions made from conditioning or from programming because that's what you've always done. Where are there cycles that need to break? Okay? So how can you let love lead? So let's move into this next theme of relationships. How can you let love lead in your relationships? The most difficult ones are where the most important lessons lie. Do not cut off. Do not leave or back away. Some are worth fighting for. See what you're learning. See what you can take away. See what hidden gems lay beneath the surface. Love must be the answer to all. Have you truly learned how to love? Have you truly learned to love without conditions? And then they were bringing in this example of Christ. And I've shared this before, so I'm sorry if I'm sounding like a broken record with this example, but it's just so perfect, and it was channeling. So with Christ, all of us know the story. We understand that Christ was this example of complete, unselfish, unconditional love to the point where he was able to forgive those people who were literally hanging him up to die. So can you take that example this week? And what they said was, could you forgive your harshest enemy? Could you forgive someone hanging you up to die? Right? Like, that's an extreme case, but they're really showing us, okay? Like, where are we really at in our spheres of love? What if the enemy of your life is in fact the one who loves you the most? The best friend of your soul who decided to play this part to help you learn this lesson. Okay, now this is super interesting. We all know, a lot of us know, that we have soul contracts on the other side. Certain souls that come in and are going to play a certain role in our human experience to help us learn something. And this is exactly what they were really driving a point with this week, is recognizing that sometimes, as personal as these stories and events and things that happen to us in our human experience, when we go to that soul level, it isn't personal. It literally is to help us learn something that our souls decided it was important for us to learn and experience in this lifetime. So they're really wanting us to get this big picture this week and go, okay, where do I need to step back and see the lesson that I'm learning from all of this? And for some of us, we've been asking to learn unconditional love for ourselves, but also others, because guess what? Our relationships mirror ourselves and how far we've made it in our self-development, in our self-growth and healing. So where do we need to be honest enough and take a look and go, okay, what's really ticking me off about this situation, this person, this relationship? And then apply that to yourself and go, okay, where am I perhaps doing the same thing? And they're almost showing me like agitation. So maybe someone's really getting on your nerves this week. Where are you really getting on your own nerves this week? Where are you not slowing down to listen and actually go in and see what is wrong? What are you upset about? What are you actually upset about? Right? Some of us, it's not receiving the help and support we feel we deserve. So once you land on that truth, go, okay, where am I not ensuring my needs are met? Where am I not supporting and unconditionally loving myself the way I deserve? Where am I not using my voice and asking for assistance and support from whoever I might need it from? So they're really showing me this hurt that a lot of us are carrying around and how it's just festering and cycling in the heart. Like I just feel so much in the heart this week. And some of this is going to manifest physically. Some of us are going to get chest colds because I am feeling that. I am feeling like my chest being all phlegmy and coughing. Like I can feel this all in my heart. And it's literally because the heart is wanting to clear. It needs to clear. So be mindful. What is your physical body as well this week telling you? Are you feeling things in your chest? Are you feeling things in your lungs, in your heart? Look at that heart chakra. What is needing to be released and cleared for good? Okay? And how can we get to the core of these wounds and really understand what lessons we're being taught through this individual? And they're showing me once we get this higher understanding, it's going to make things a lot easier and swifter in the forgiveness journey. So if you need to this week, they're saying, please connect with your higher self and ask your higher self, what is this contract between me and this individual, me and this relationship, me and this situation? What is this lesson that I'm meant to learn here? Because once again, we forget we can ask. And if you're unsure how to do that, just literally meditate. Ask your higher self these questions you have. Automatic write, pull cards, do whatever method feels best for you. But I'm really hearing we have to spend the time asking these questions because the clarity that will come can be life-changing. And maybe this is these life-changing information that we're going to get, these decisions we're going to make based on these understandings. So once again, do not make decisions from your hurt, from your conditioning, from fear. We want to make decisions from the space of absolute radical love. Okay? So what came next was forgive and let go. Let the universe bring peace. Okay, the key here is let the universe bring you peace, okay? Claim it now. It is always available. Rid yourself of any grudge now, not later, okay? This was really important, and they keep driving home the point of claiming, okay? Are we intentional in claiming these new energies for ourselves? And they want us to practice this. Like every day, are you being intentional and going, I'm claiming happiness. I am claiming abundance. I am going to have an abundance mindset no matter what. Like, are you hyping yourself up to the point where you are energetically taking that in and embodying that energy as often as possible? This is what we need to do. Okay? Now they're just saying it's okay if you have a bad day. It's okay if you have days that it just doesn't happen for you. You're human. That's the experience. You're also meant to feel these lower vibrations. Just because you're raising your vibration does not mean you're not going to have low vibrational days or feel low vibrational. That's also incredibly healing, and we'll never outgrow or heal ourselves out of being human. So remember that. This is a week to give yourself grace. This is the week to give yourself patience and compassion, okay? We need to start living a love-based life, and that means giving yourself love even when it's not convenient, even when you think you're in the worst place possible. This is when we have to be giving ourselves the love the most, okay? So don't judge yourself. Don't tell yourself you're bad for feeling anger, for feeling sad, whatever the case may be. Do not judge yourself. No. It's okay. Validate what you're feeling in those moments of hardship. Free yourself. Like, could you imagine if you could just let yourself rage? If you could just let out whatever you wanted to let out, say whatever you wanted to say without any stipulations, without any judgment. This is the space we have to give ourselves. within these healthy spaces, right? But letting yourself just be and feel whatever it is you need to feel in those moments, and let it be. Stop picking at it. Stop judging it. Stop saying you need to be better or you're better than this. No, you're human. Get rid of these stupid standards for life that say your emotions are not okay. Your emotions are valid. They matter. And this is the only way you can really heal, is by feeling what you really feel. So let it out in a way that's healthy and conductive for you. So the biggest thing is we need to take this action. We need to claim these new vibrations, and we need to rid ourselves of any of these lingering feelings or grudges that we are holding on to. So this is definitely going to be coming up this week. We need to release the grudge. We need to do it now, because we're recognizing with this new information, this new clarity that we're going to be getting this week, how we can actually have a peaceful existence, how we could actually live a love-based life. And that means we must let go of what is hurting us. You can't love yourself if you're simultaneously hurting yourself. So what is hurting you, and how can you let it go? Ask your heart, ask your soul, ask your guides this week, what do I need to understand so I can let this go? Show me a new perspective. Show me how to live in love. Show me how I can let go of what is still hurting me. Okay? Don't be afraid to ask for those steps to be revealed to you. Okay? But what this is doing, this is clearing so much within our chakra system, our energy body, especially the heart. And they're also showing me the sacral chakra. There's guilt in the sacral as well for feeling how you feel. They're showing me this now. So we must release that as well. So we're going to see this big shift, especially in these chakras, which means with the heart, we're going to be able to receive more. We're going to be able to be open more. We're going to be ready to love again because we're no longer hurting. We're no longer plotting revenge. We're no longer holding on and festering these wounds, okay? We're letting them finally heal. The sacral chakra, we're releasing what's blocking our creative flow. We're releasing what is stopping us from really going after our goals and ambitions and from living free and in the moment. So we're healing these energies of ebb and flow, emotion. It's absolutely beautiful. So they're showing me the water element. We're learning to flow with our bodies, with our emotions, with the ebb and flow of life. So what channel next? New blessings in store. Happy surprises, new homes, new self-sufficiency, job improvement, careers taking off. You are moving at an impressive speed. And it is all because of your willingness to let go of all that doesn't serve you now. Prioritizing peace and virtue. Prioritizing love over disharmony. Choosing yourself and what you love over it all. You should be so proud of yourself. You've conquered your biggest fear, that you are unloved, and seeing the truth. As long as you love yourself, the rest doesn't matter. You will take care of you now and always. This is absolutely incredible. So a lot of us are removing this deep hurt, and it's really interesting because a lot of us are going to start realizing that it stems from this space of rejection. It stems from the space of not being good enough or lovable. And this is going to be a big root fear for a lot of us. And we're starting to realize that this wound is what's actually buried beneath all these layers of anger, all these layers of hurt, all of these layers of grief, and it's in loss, right? So some of us are going to come to these realizations that it's this belief that we're unloved. It's this belief that we weren't good enough. It's this belief that everything good leaves. And these are beliefs that don't serve you. These are things that are hurting you at the very core, that are inhibiting you from living your best life, okay? And what's so beautiful is as we start to get to this wound, this core wound, and we start healing it, we're just getting slingshotted forward. And we can feel it. Like, this is why this is coming up now, because we've cleared all that's been in front of it. That's what we're doing. That's what we have been doing to get to these core wounds to set us free for good. And that's why they want us to go into it. Like, when you go into your future self, your future reality that you want to claim for yourself, what blocks you from going there? Right? Because if we want to manifest that reality, we have to remove whatever's blocking it from manifesting. And for a lot of us, it's these root core wounds of feeling unloved, of feeling incapable. So as we move this and shift this, it's going to change everything. It's going to change everything in our lives. And this is making us prioritize our peace and love for ourselves, right? It's just amazing. So as long as you love yourself, the rest doesn't matter. This is the truth we're coming to. No matter what happens, if we love ourselves and treat ourselves with the respect and honor and dignity we deserve, you can get through anything. You can live life to the highest degree possible, to the highest fulfillment possible. You can have happiness no matter what is going on. See how we're learning this? It's amazing. We are literally becoming our own best friend. So from there, we have seeing you are capable. You have the power to create the world at your fingertips. You are God's greatest gift to the world. You're seeing that you are deserving of greatness. You are seeing you are deserving of recognition. So claim it now. And it's really beautiful because they're showing me that a lot of us are going to take these huge steps forward this week and actually claiming things we've been afraid to claim. So as an example, claiming a new title for yourself. So they're kind of showing me someone being hesitant to say, we'll use the example of calling themselves a medium or calling themselves, a mentor or an author or an artist, whatever this actual title is. Maybe you kept putting it off because you're like, no, I'm not there yet. I haven't technically done this or that or this. I'm not worthy of this. No. This week we're claiming it. We're going, I am an author. I am an artist. I am a medium. We're taking the titles and we're taking these desires and claiming them and making that our reality. We're not going to be shying away from who we really are anymore. We're not going to go, oh no, I'm not good enough yet. I can't call myself that. Yes, you can. If you are practicing mediumship, you're a medium. If you are actively writing a book, then you're a writer. If you're actively painting, you're an artist, right? So why can't you claim that? Why can't you say that? What is stopping you, right? So embodying your truest vibration, which is so amazing. We are learning to embrace who we really are this week. And we're letting the rest go. We're letting go of whatever has clouded our vision of our true selves. They're just showing me like the clouds clearing. Our third eye is opening, this awareness coming in and finally landing. This is who I am. And this is what's loving for us, right? So see how everything is so interconnected. When we finally realize we're deserving, it's unbelievable. So we're taking our power back. We're letting go of what has hurt us, what is clouding us from living a fulfilling life, and we're moving on. We are moving on. It's amazing. So guides to help you this week. I'm really getting Archangel Michael come through so strongly this week. Please call him in daily if you are currently releasing a lot, if you are currently shedding a lot or need help throughout this process. Also, I'm hearing to cut cords to a lot of this disharmony, a lot of this revenge energy, whatever this is, this anger. If you're having a hard time shifting that, moving through that, ask Archangel Michael to help you move through it, shift it, release it, cut cords to it. I have a meditation on my website for free to help you talk through the cord cutting process with Archangel Michael if that feels good for you. But the biggest thing I'm really getting is to ask him to reveal to you any hidden truths around the situation that you're working through, and to call in your higher self as well to once more help reveal to me the lesson in this situation. Because once again, the most challenging relationships, the most challenging situations in life hold a very vital lesson for us. So how can we release the need for this lesson? How can we release the need for this repetitive pattern in our lives? Because once we've learned the lesson, the need for this situation will be over. We need to realize this. So where are we becoming our own worst enemy by propelling and repeating? Where do we now have to go, nope, I'm done. I'm ready to move on. So how can I learn this lesson? Ask for specifics this week. Ask for guidance this week. We need to be very specific in what we are asking for. Okay? And all will be revealed to you. And once more, if there's fear, if there's worry, if there's this scattered energy, do what you can to take very good care of yourself and to utilize the outlets that are available to you to help you feel good again, to help you take back your power and let the fear go. Envision your fears going into this little bubble of light and sending them up to heaven, sending it out to God, to your guides, asking them to hold them for you, to take care of them for you, to release them from you so you can really stand in your light. Okay, so some other suggestions coming through this week to help you clear crystals using selenite, using obsidian or black tourmaline. I'm also really getting to smudge and clear your spaces energetically regularly this week because we are going to be releasing a lot. We are going to be feeling a lot. And to give yourself that attention to make sure that those energies are leaving for good. So my friends, that is all I have for us this week. I really hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope it helps you and at least gives you some heads up for the energetics. And I'm sending you all so much love and light. I also wanted to mention some new subscription offerings that I have on my website. A lot of you are probably unaware that I offer subscription readings where you can monthly get a reading personalized for you. I have options of energetic work as well. So monthly Reiki, monthly channeling in Reiki, monthly card reading, whatever calls to you for a very low price, all on my website, Rebecca.meisl.com. I also offer a large array of different services and Reiki trainings if you'd like to learn how to energetically clear, how to heal through your energy, channels, learn more about the chakras and Reiki itself. I offer those things as well. So hopefully you guys will take advantage of that if that calls to you. And once more, have a beautiful and blessed week, my friends. Bye-bye.